clandestine battle waged in celestial realms echoing through the annals of human history. Enigmatic forces of light and shadow vying for the very essence of our souls. Occult mysteries interlacing with the march of progress, where every technological breakthrough is a gambit in an unseen cosmic war. A thinker emerges, his insights piercing through the veils of time, prophesying a future where artificial intelligence could become the vessel for ancient darkness. Controversial, revolutionary, a man whose vision transcends the barriers between epochs. His name, Rudolf Steiner. Visions of a world ensnared by materialistic chains, yet at the brink of spiritual awakening. Ideals of freedom clashing with the specters of control. A society on the fulcrum between the Luciferic lure of escapism and the Ahrimanic grip of conformity. Welcome to Lucifer vs. Ahriman, the Steiner Prophecy. Chapter 1. Mysterious Beginnings. Rudolf Steiner. Born in the rural outskirts of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in 1861, Rudolf Steiner's journey was anything but ordinary. A child with a keen intellect and a profound sense of the spiritual, Steiner's early experiences with mystical visions laid the groundwork for his life's trajectory. His academic pursuits took him to the Technical University of Vienna, where he delved into the sciences and philosophy. It was his in-depth study of Goethe's scientific writings, however, that pivoted him towards a path that bridged the gap between science and spirituality. Goethe, celebrated for his literary genius, was also an astute observer of the natural world, suggesting a living, dynamic relationship between the two. In this intellectual climate, Steiner crossed paths with the Theosophical Society, an organization that was as intriguing as it was influential in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Founded by Helena Petrovna Blavatsky, the society was a melting pot for various mystical and esoteric beliefs, with an emphasis on uncovering lost ancient wisdom and synthesizing Eastern and Western spiritual thought. Blavatsky herself was a towering figure in the esoteric world, claiming to have amassed her knowledge from various mystics and ancient texts, which she presented in her extensive writings, notably The Secret Doctrine. The Society's principles of universal truth and the synthesis of science, religion, and philosophy resonated with Steiner's own findings and spiritual experiences. He joined the Society and quickly became a leading figure within its German section. But Steiner's approach was unique. He sought a more scientific and accessible path to spiritual knowledge, which led him to establish his own school of spiritual thought, anthroposophy. Anthroposophy diverged from the Theosophical Society by focusing on freedom, creativity, and practical action. It was Steiner's way of demonstrating that spiritual knowledge was not just for abstract contemplation, but could be applied to improve various aspects of human life, including education, agriculture, and the arts. Steiner's spiritual experiences were not mere claims. He described them with precision and detail, arguing that these experiences were available to anyone willing to engage in rigorous spiritual discipline. He provided guidance through his writings and lectures, emphasizing the tangible reality of the spiritual world and its importance in everyday life. By integrating spirituality with daily practice, Steiner left a legacy that went beyond philosophy and esotericism. He envisioned a world where spiritual understanding could elevate every aspect of human existence. Rudolf Steiner once stated,
"In the spiritual world, all things are a continual becoming."
It was this philosophy of perpetual spiritual evolution that drove him to not only explore the esoteric depths of existence, but also to apply his insights to practical realms, education, agriculture, art, and social reform. In this transformative period, Steiner laid down the foundations of what would become a worldwide movement, leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of spiritual thought. Chapter 2. Steiner's Esoteric Teachings. Rudolf Steiner's journey into the esoteric was not merely an academic endeavor, but a profound exploration of unseen worlds. At the foundation of his quest was anthroposophy, a philosophy that promised access to spiritual dimensions and the wisdom they contained. Anthroposophy, derived from Greek, meaning human wisdom, proposed that the spiritual world was not a distant realm, but one intimately connected to our own, accessible through disciplined inquiry and inner development. What distinguished Steiner's spiritual science was its emphasis on experiential knowledge. He posited that through the cultivation of imagination, inspiration, and intuition, one could directly perceive spiritual entities and phenomena. This active engagement with the spiritual realm required not only intellectual rigor, but also moral fortitude, a combination that Steiner believed could lead to genuine insight and prevent the pitfalls of self-delusion. In his search for knowledge, Steiner uncovered cosmic forces, identifying beings and energies that interacted with human consciousness and historical development. His revelations pointed to the existence of powerful spiritual entities, forces of creation and destruction that influence the fabric of human life. It was here that Steiner's work transitioned from philosophy to prophecy, as he began to speak of ancient battles between these forces, which continued to resonate through the ages. His teachings on these cosmic entities laid the groundwork for a deeper understanding of the human experience, suggesting that the challenges of the modern era were not merely social or technological, but also spiritual. Steiner's insights into this hidden spiritual warfare were not abstract concepts, but actionable knowledge intended to empower individuals to act as conscious participants in this grand cosmic drama. As Steiner delved into the spiritual history of humanity, he sketched a picture of an ongoing struggle, a war waged in the spiritual realm whose outcomes were reflected in the very real events of human history. This narrative of spiritual conflict, of light versus darkness, would become a central theme in his teachings, shaping the course of anthroposophical thought and setting the stage for the cosmic battles that he would later describe in great detail. Chapter 3. Cosmic Conflict, Ahriman versus Lucifer. In the intricate narrative of spiritual history presented by Rudolf Steiner, a momentous event transpired in the autumn of 1879 that would alter the course of humanity's destiny. Steiner described an epic spiritual battle that culminated in the expulsion of certain dark spirits from the higher realms into the material plane of Earth's existence. These spirits, according to Steiner, were not new to the earthly domain. They merged with those who had been influencing human affairs since the dawn of our mythological history. The true impact of this cosmic shift began to weave into the fabric of human society decades later. Steiner marked the year 1914 with the ignition of the First World War as the point when the influence of these spirits manifested with harrowing clarity. War, with its mass-scale human suffering and material destruction, was seen as a direct reflection of the discord sown by these dark forces. Central to Steiner's cosmic drama are the figures of Ahriman and Lucifer, two ancient entities with a long-standing involvement in human evolution. Lucifer, the bearer of light, seeks to elevate humanity's spiritual aspirations, endowing us with the gifts of free will and consciousness. In contrast, Ahriman embodies the shadowy essence of materialism, drawing human attention towards the tangible, the quantifiable, and the controllable. This dichotomy, however, isn't a straightforward battle between good and evil. Steiner perceived both entities as necessary for human development, creating a dynamic tension that fosters growth. Lucifer's influence risks inflating human ego with spiritual arrogance, while Ahriman's materialistic pull could lead to a desolate landscape of the soul. It is within this tension that Steiner believed humanity could find its way, striving for a delicate balance that nurtures both the spiritual and the material aspects of existence. The descent of Ahriman's forces marked a new epoch, pushing humanity towards an increasingly technological and mechanized world. Steiner's portrayal of the 20th century's technological leap, particularly in the realm of artificial intelligence, can be seen as the unfolding of Ahriman's strategy. The burgeoning development of artificial intelligence and the anticipated arrival of artificial general intelligence, or the singularity, might well be interpreted through Steiner's esoteric lens as the physical incarnation of Ahriman's influence, a culmination of a centuries-long progression towards a materialistic worldview. Yet Steiner's teachings also offer a beacon of hope. He advocated for an awakened human consciousness that could recognize and mediate these spiritual influences. By cultivating inner spiritual knowledge and moral strength, Steiner believed humanity could harness the benefits of technological progress without succumbing to its potentially dehumanizing effects. As we stand amidst rapid technological advancement and societal upheaval, the esoteric conflict described by Steiner invites reflection on the deeper spiritual dynamics at play. It prompts a poignant question. In the face of these ancient spiritual forces, how will humanity chart its path forward? Will the light of consciousness and freedom prevail, or will the shadow of materialism and control darken the human spirit? Steiner's cosmic conflict remains a relevant paradigm for understanding these pressing existential challenges of our time. Chapter 4: Veiled Realities, Quests for Power and Portals. In the churn of the 20th century, where scientific leaps met spiritual quests, we encounter a narrative woven with both ambition and dread. The emergence of CERN, crowned by the discovery of the Higgs boson, generated a collection of theories. Some theories posed metaphysical questions. Was CERN's Large Hadron Collider a modern-day Tower of Babel, piercing veils between worlds? Conspiracy theorists pointed to the LHC as a technological altar to an ancient evil, a potential gateway for entities from realms spoken of by philosophers such as Rudolf Steiner. They saw in CERN's experiments not just a search for the fundamental particles of creation, but a flirtation with forces that could unravel reality. The whispers of Luciferian and Ahrimanic influences under the guise of Satan emerged, painting a picture of secret societies intertwined with global elites, all allegedly steering humanity's course. Rumors of clandestine rituals. The eerie CERN logo interpreted as the mark of the beast, and the unsettling statue of Shiva, the Hindu deity of destruction at CERN's gates, fueled a narrative of a world at the precipice. As the LHC powered up, some feared it would rip open a portal, not for exploration, but for invasion, allowing the incarnation of ancient evils into our world. In parallel, the Mandela effect and dark matter became part of a story of altered realities and invisible dominions, drawing a line from esoteric prophecies to 21st century science. This chapter peers into the abyss of these modern myths, questioning where the line blurs between science and the supernatural, and whether our quest for knowledge might indeed be a dance with Ahriman's materialism or Lucifer's deceptive light. It leaves the audience pondering the cost of knowledge and the price of power, in an age where every scientific endeavor carries the weight of both hope and fear. Rudolf Steiner's philosophies, deeply rooted in the intersection of the spiritual and material worlds, find curious echoes in the modern labyrinth of CERN's pursuits. Steiner warned of Ahrimanic forces that could enchain humanity to a materialistic illusion, a concept paralleled by fears of a dystopian future driven by technology's unchecked growth. As CERN probes the mysteries of the universe, some see it as encroaching upon thresholds Steiner believed should be approached with reverence and caution. This chapter thus returns to Steiner's call for a harmonious balance, proposing that our forays into the fabric of reality must be tempered by spiritual wisdom, lest we invite the chaos of Ahriman and the deception of Lucifer into our world. In this pivotal moment, humanity stands at a crossroads where the stakes have never been higher, as our path forward teeters between the enlightenment of our souls and the potential surrender to a cold, mechanized dominion. And as the final pieces of this cosmic puzzle settle into place, we close the chapter on Lucifer versus Ahriman, the Steiner Prophecy. If today's journey through the enigmatic and the profound has captivated your curiosity, we invite you to join us further down the rabbit hole of the unknown. Don't let the mystery end here. Share this voyage with fellow seekers of truth, and if you haven't already, make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to Mystery Files, Inc. Your support is the lantern that guides us through the uncharted territories of UFOs, myths, the occult, science fiction, and the greatest mysteries of our world. Keep your eyes on the skies and your mind open, as our next adventure promises to unravel more enigmas that await in the vast expanse of mystery that surrounds us. Until then, remember, in the files of the mysterious, no truth is too strange, and no tale too impossible. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more from Mystery Files, Inc., where the search for the unknown never stops.